Alright everyone, if you are watching the VOD, welcome. I don't know why you are watching the VOD, but anyway. Decided to play PUBG today. I don't want to play ranked. Let's play normal. So, yeah. I actually can't really decide. Like, you might think my schedule is kind of screwed up all over the place. For last couple of weeks, I've been promising to stream and then not streaming, and promising to stream and not streaming, asking for opinions, asking for what topic I should use. Here's the thing. Most of the questions that I want answers for, I do have answers. Probably I'm just seeking for validation or affirmation, essentially, to come from everybody else, like other people, just so I understand I'm not inside my head. But that's actually a chicken versus egg problem. Like somebody like Shroud can ask a question like that and have enough response says that he can go through that, find out the validity of all those, like going through all of those and then finding out what works best, and crowdsource that idea and try and listen to the community. Essentially, that I haven't built any community, like I don't have anything. Basically, I have to decide on my own and hope that it sticks, which is not the way I want to do it. But what are the alternatives, right? What else can you do? I'm going to change the things. Where are you going? Okay, looks good. So yeah, so I have decided that until May, and why May, don't ask. So until May, I will I will stream. I'll try to be very regular, but I'll stream random things. Someday I'll stream games, like competitive online multiplayer games like PUBG. Sometimes I'll play games like Dota 2. Sometimes I'll play games that are classics, like the ones I enjoy, like Need for Speed, Prince of Persia, Far Cry, or like Splinter Cell, things like that. I don't know. Like I have a lot of games that I can play if I want to, but basically it boils down to which ones I would want to pick up. There are a lot of options. I want to try and understand what works. Essentially, not only for like what makes people enjoy the stream, rather also not only that, but also which one I am most comfortable with. Like what's my niche? What works for me? So I want to find that out, figure that out. And I can be in my head as much as I want and can come up with the ultimate solution. Experience says that never is the case. You just need to try it out and see it for real sometimes for the solution to actually make sense. There are lots of parameters, lots of variables, lot of things that simply cannot foresee and cannot plan it. So I want this to be an enjoyable experience above all for people who are watching and the person who is streaming, that's me. So it has to be enjoyable for both the sides. That's how I want it to be. So with that in mind, I'm playing that anyways, like looting the same item multiple times. So with that said, what it boils down to, I'll be throwing a lot of darts or like basically stones on the wall and see what sticks. Maybe that's not the most effective solution to any sort of problem, but given the way things are, this is the most practical or maybe a reasonable one to try to do everything instead of like there can be one thing that I can decide that okay, this is it, this is my niche, this one thing that I have decided, that's my niche, I just wanna do that, and there's a chance it might blow up, there's a chance it might not work at all. And problem with decisions like that is like they are very one-dimensional, they would ideally work or not, and that's how, like, this is when I can go back to talking more about the topics that I can discuss about. Is that as a person, that's how I was initially, traditionally, most of the time. Right? I would want to come up with the perfect ultimate solution nobody else had, or something like that, or I ever could. And that never happens, first of all. Second, you spend enough amount of time trying to perfect something which fundamentally cannot be perfected, can only be done to some extent, to a certain level. So you waste both the time as well as effectiveness, cost benefit essentially. The world does not work on perfection. Evolution does not seek perfection. It just wants to make shit work. So faster somebody figures that out, and of course I have been a noob that for most majority of my life. Only after becoming like a senior software guy, that's when I figured out key to all this. Maybe works better for other people who figures it out earlier. Not for me. It took me time. I figured out perfection is never the answer to practical things. If you're in school, college, class, academic situations, that you can seek that, but not in real world scenario. Anyways, what I'm saying. Rather, I need to come up with a practical solution, and this is the practical solution. That is me just streaming, trying all sorts of things, and seeing which one sticks. Reduces the variables, right? If I am playing with, I don't want. So it reduces the number of variables essentially. For a decision to go wrong, I'm not deciding one thing for it to go right. I'm practically trying out 10 different things, and the chances are higher that one of those things are potentially better than the other. Anyways, so that's that. I will be streaming, trying to be as regular as possible. Also, I might introduce intentionally a few irregularities just to see how does that affect the stream. Please don't take it other way around. I like doing A/B testings for everything, right? Uh-oh. I don't even have bullets for this gun. It's fine. I think this is pointless. Why am I even doing this? Yeah, what else? So until May, there will be PUBG nostalgia. Hey, Gautam. So, okay, so this is one thing. I now have, I'm just bad at it, but I have now my Twitch chat right in front of me all the time. So I don't have to switch back and forth to see that, which should have been like dead obvious. That's how it should have been from the first place, but it wasn't. But now it is. So let's go. Yeah, I should not miss messages any longer. As much I would get better. Like more I build the a habit of looking into the chat and checking the messages out, it will get better. Okay, let's see what's the zone. Where am I? So what was I saying? As much. Yeah, so I'm bad. I know where I'm bad at. I'm bad at some things. I'm not gonna get magically better at those things. It will take time. Academics. Oh yeah, so I was talking about seeking perfection. So there are lots of ways to put it forward. The way I do it is essentially that you cannot try and seek perfection. Literally does not exist. Only in academic situations, like you have a problem where you have to solve that problem, mathematical problem. That's when you consider ideal things, ideal diodes, ideal resistor, etc., etc. Literally doesn't exist in real world. In real world, everything is modeled with multiple different parameters, and none of the perfect solutions actually turn out as perfect solution, right? Reminded me about, okay, so what was your reason? I actually want to know why so you were working, you were climbing, it was, I wouldn't say it was slower, you were very, like, you had a lot of like ambition, which is not a bad thing to have, but you were going at the right pace, but suddenly you decided you need to further study, which is, of course, again, can be insanely good for your career. Probably, like, of course, like more than likely it is, but I just don't know what it was. Give the best you can. Yeah, exactly. Give the best you can. But do not hold back because you think it is not enough. That's what, so I literally have, so my sister-in-law faces this challenge all the time. So she is the kind of perfectionist, like, this is not good enough, I'll not show this to the world, even though, so she doesn't have the concept of 80% or 90% good, or having a checklist, like, does it do X, Y, Z, does it look good, does it mean the things that I want it to, like, mean, like, she paints stuff, so and all these kind of things, right? But if any particular small things, no offense, but the team I work with, yeah, that's, again, you cannot do much about that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the part I'm talking about. There will always be things that you cannot control. This is insane. This is weird. You don't prepare for that, and more that you find out, there are only two options. One, you can make peace with itself, like with the fact that there will always be some variables that you cannot control, you have to accept, which sucks, but it's the reality. Oh, okay, there's somebody around here, it's fine. And the second one is you just get mad at everything and just start blaming everybody or the world or your destiny or the gods that everything is rigged around against you. Like, why am I doing all the work and literally these fools are not doing anything? Why they wouldn't understand? Trust me, and trust me is probably the wrong premise to build upon, because I don't want people to trust me. I want people to understand me, and if you try to understand me from whatever the small amount of experience I have, it doesn't get much better. There will always be a cognitive dissonance with people, and that doesn't matter how smart the other person is actually. there will always be some differences between one person and another, the way you communicate, the gap in communication. So those things will always eat up a little bit of communication that you want to, message that you want to send. So if you are trying to convey a message, second idea now. Okay. What is the second idea? Second idea is about studying up more and building a stronger base so that you can move on to better organization or something. Because that's what I'm saying. If that's the plan, you need to rethink some of those parts, because it's exactly not how it works. It does not get better dramatically. You will, like, even no, the second option you mentioned, blame everyone. Yeah. I have been on both the sides. Like, it's not that you just do one or the other. You do both, but you catch yourself doing one or the other more often than not, right? So I have been there, I've done that, and eventually realized that you have to make it work. You have to give your best shot, understand that some part you cannot do anything, give people the benefit of doubt, move on, expect the best, prepare for the worst, and keep going. There would never be 100% of anything. It basically just goes into 99.xyz, 99.99999, whatever you want, right? So set your goal. If you are like, yeah, so that's the practical approach. That's what I have made my peace eventually with it. The most amount of growth that I have had as not as an employee only, but as a human being as well, that is in my current organization. That's the most amount of growth that I've had as a person. Before that, I was a good problem solver, no doubt. I was a pretty good coder, no doubt. I was not a very good human being, and not a very good team member, or people who would bring the best out of the other person, right? I would give my best, but I was in no position to get the best out of people around me. And that's what I eventually understood, where I'm not saying that's of course always better. I haven't grown up yet as much, but that definitely helps. That helps a lot. Where's this guy? Sounds like a bot. I mean, by the way, don't feel disheartened that you're about your academy. So having higher studies, education, if you have the opportunity and the opening, is definitely you should, at any point in time, you should go for it. You should go for it for sure, right? So it will always help you get some better opportunity. Strong reason would be I am really interested in putting a lot of effort in whatever I'm pursuing. I'm really interested in computer vision now. Computer. This is bad. I'm in a bad shape, in a bad position, in a bad place. Ouch! Give me a sec, dude. I'll take a look at the chat. Oh my god, this is shit. Ouch! Get me out. Am I in the zone? I'm not in the zone. Wow. Okay. Give me this. Okay, I'm out. Swap paste. Oh shit, yeah. My god. Thanks for noticing. Crap. Anyways, anybody in here? Probably not. So wouldn't gain much in this job anymore. Agree with that. Always keep on moving. So never get stale in one position. Never. So this is one other thing that I've seen in the industry that often doesn't pay off. Is I would be the best in this particular one field. Never works out. Somebody somewhere would figure out a way to automate that, or the industry would go in a different direction, and suddenly that absolutely does not make any sense anymore. So all like trying to become jack of many things is actually better given the current context, not master of one. So keeping on moving and keeping on upgrading yourself is definitely the right idea. But the fact about by the way, also agree the computer vision and overall like data mining, data processing in general would give you pretty good career options. So that's that, right? I think he had an I might want to get that. No, I don't want to get that. It's out of the zone. Shit. You're good at automating things. Good. So basically, that's what I'm saying. So computer vision. Okay, you can take a pick, as in you can take one thing that you start with and then move on to having more like spread it out, horizontally spread out. That is good. Overall, that market is booming, so you will be in a good shape anyway. But the point I was getting at, do not expect that just because you join any company, that means Google, Amazon, doesn't matter, whatever that is, right? So no matter which company you join, does not mean you will get teammates or people that are inherently much better, smarter, or something like that. No, that doesn't happen. That's a myth. And this comes from, this is kind of insane what I'm doing. I don't have any other option. Actually moving closer to this guy. I don't see him. Idiot, I'll kill you. What the fuck are you? Potato. Maybe shouldn't have said potato. He might be the one to kill me. So what I was getting at is I was bad. I didn't have any more grenades. GG. 7 kills, huh? Shit. He didn't play well. I just played bad. Anyways, 270-ish. No, that was different guy. The guy who was sniping me, he was far right on my bridge, on the bridge. You said left. My left. No, on my right. Maybe on the... Yeah, my right? So he was on the bridge. There was this guy who was shooting me, like the one I picked the fight on with. And there's another guy who is on the other bridge. So there are 2 bridges there. On both my sides. So the left guy which you said started sniping afterwards. Where was I? So it doesn't get better because I've spoken with people who are from the teams that are one of the smartest people on earth, on software, etc., blah blah blah. Yeah, they're good. They're good people. They're good human beings. They're really good human beings, and what they are good at is effectively bringing up each other, like making everybody else around them give their best. That's what they're good at. That's not my strong suit. I'm not advocating for that, knowing that that's what I'm good at. I'm absolutely crap at it. I understood that. I realized that. I understood that I'm shit at it. But that's what I've watched. Those are the teams that are most successful, apparently. You can start making teams or like deliver something unless you can make it happen with only one person, in which case you should absolutely go with the absolute genius. But in most cases, whenever there are more people involved, more than one people involved, what starts winning out is the people who communicate with each other more efficiently, effectively, and bring out each other better, right? Because that's what, like, as you were saying, I also have the same problem. So we can be better individual contributors, but when it comes like it's not that I'm causing problem in the team. That's not the case. But when it comes to like communicating most effectively the way what I mean, what's the picture is in my head, the concept is in my head, how do I beam it down to somebody else, the most acceptable way for other person. Yeah, I used to be very tryhard as well. I understand that, dude. Yeah. I'm not saying that I used to be not. I'm not anymore. I still am. I'm just trying to emulate some of the things kind of blindly. It's almost like those Dota tutorial where people say that, okay, just forget everything else, focus on 70 CS in the first 10 minutes. Those kind of things. Like I'm setting those smaller goals for myself as a human being and trying to see whether I win at that or not. By no measure I am in a good place to talk about all these things, but I have seen it generate results. Last 2 years, I definitely have seen it generate result. Try hard mode definitely works. And in fact, that is the reason why I would say I have had faster wins. The win condition comes from operating with people better, but the momentum does not come from that. In fact, that's where we, as in you, me, we start ending up blaming people for being ineffective, inefficient, like having bullshit process, etc. Those things we catch on. Those are because of that. They are not usually good at what do you call that thing? So they're not good at being efficient, effective most of the time. So if you can bring the best of both worlds, then definitely that's an advantage. But it takes fucking long amount of time. It's not easy. It's difficult. So that's what I'm at. Let's see how it goes. The entire reason I was starting to talk about this and to make most of it try hard mode. Yeah, please do. That's what I said. So basically, if you actually do get ahead with this, if you start understanding, seeing those patterns in people, you will start getting more momentum, and your momentum would be faster than the other people's momentum. So there's that. You will climb the ladder faster, essentially. That's what I'm saying. How is your study, by the way? How are things going? What are you up to? I understand about that sentiment that I don't care much about job position. You don't, and I didn't either. But in order to get ahead, it matters. Like, how can I have a Dota analogy on this? Like, think about this as a support player, right? Let's say as a support player, effectively, let's say you want to make a point that as long as I'm level 18, I have all my spells unlocked and shit. I don't really need more levels. That is an argument. What? I'm a juto. Thank you, Baba. Okay, thank you. Lucky though. I like it. So, so you can make that point, but it doesn't really, like, it doesn't play out effectively. You can make that point, and for most of the parts you would probably be right, but in real world you still need to get all the smaller advantage that you can, all the small advantage, and that sometimes can be the HP and mana pool that you get from getting some more stats from the level as well. So the point is that people who are in position who would allow, say yes or no to things, they will make their decisions based on what positions of these people they are dealing with. That sucks. That's bullshit. But I have been into that position. I have been into the position where me versus my manager, there's a dispute. I am right. I still can prove that I'm right. And the person that I'm trying to prove to, much higher up, he understands that. But he would go with my manager and give me a tap on the shoulder, saying that, dude, why do you even pick this kind of things up? You should just move on, like steer clear of situations like this. You're not making it easier for anybody, like getting into things like this. That's what he meant, is that you are picking a losing battle, you're picking a losing fight. Why do you want to do that? Because from his position, from his point, and I don't want to say he's right or wrong. I'm just saying that there are people like this who would make it a case to decide what the outcome of a situation is based on the people's positions. So it does not, unless it hurts you, there's no downside in grinding that level, essentially. That's what I'm saying. Another example would be, which I got the better end. This is a story where I got the short end of the stick, but there is another story where I got the better end of the stick, like larger end of the stick. That is school life. In my school life, pretty early on, I realized, I understood that school is bullshit. I am not gonna learn much from the school. This is going to be the time pass of the day, midday time pass. Whatever I have to learn, I already did whenever. So basically, my dad used to bring me new books, every year, New Year's, new classes books every time my old class was over. So I give the final exam of class, let's say 5. Then the next day I get the all sets of books of class 6, right? And I use the entire what do you call that thing, summer vacation, because our session was from March. I think it still is. So I used to use all the summer vacation reading up all the things that I like, and that was very much on the light side. Like, I didn't care which one is more important or anything else. So which is why basically I just cared mostly about physics and biology and geography, etc. Not enough about history and shit. I just did okay on those other things. Point is, I studied the way I wanted. I realized literally doesn't make sense. Most people I know that did okay in school kind of didn't play it out well in their real life. People who are doing all right, they have no correlation with their academic score in their life. So I understood whatever happening is kind of pointless. But does it make sense for me to rebel? Like, this is pointless, I don't want to do it, this is pointless, I don't want to play that game. I didn't do that. I played that game. Like, okay, I'll play that game. I absolutely do not value this shit. But you are the math guy. Yeah, I was envious to the math guy. Essentially, I wanted to be the math guy. Eventually, I did become math guy. I'll tell you that story as well. Let me finish this one. So I put my pedal to the metal anyway, right? And did pretty well in school. That did help. Like, there's no downside for that. If somebody has an argument with me, like, yeah, like, what are you going to do with that credential, or like with this primary school, high school rankings? It absolutely doesn't matter. But there's no downside to it, because I did well in school. Whenever there was any opportunities or anything as such, teachers always called my name, right? Let's say there's some competition going on, some other math exam, competitive math exam is going on. Teachers will pick out my name. Okay, there, you want to go here, and all these things. So that helps. And I saw that most people do not get that request. Like, they don't get picked for those kind of things. So I understood there's a benefit to that. Those opportunities would not be open to me unless I did it. So that's why I kept playing that game. Did I like it? No. Did I see there's any other value, actual value, academic value? No. Most of the things that I've learned, I never got any certificate for those things. Untangles. Yes, exactly. That's the thing. Sharma ji ka beta. Basically, everything boils down to Sharma ji ka beta. And in that thing, whenever somebody picks out that Sharma ji ka beta, just make sure you are that Sharma ji ka beta. And like, don't have that problem, right? That also inherently comes with another problem, which is nothing to shrug off. That is, when you are that Sharma ji ka beta, everybody talks about you, and lots of expectations are put onto you. How do you handle that is also up to you, right? So that shit sucks. Like, for me, for example, everybody, so I come from a village where people are not really much open to, as in, it was pretty backwards. Let me try and put it this way. Within 15 kilometers there were no second computer. I was the only guy, and because I bought a computer, I was blamed to, like, for draining my dad dry. Like, why would I even do that kind of things to my dad? Something like that. There was a second computer around that time. That's it. Within 15 kilometer radius, there's nothing, no technology. Most people do not even know what fast food is. So I come from there. People expected me to be, like, study up. My dad is primary school teacher, so they expected me to be a high school teacher or a professor or something like that. Like, that's literally the extent of the boundary of what they expect me to do. They forced a lot for me to sit on those WBCS, IPS exams and all those kind of things. I straight up said no to all of them. By doing so, two things happened. One, they could not deny that I still was not that Sharma ji ka beta. Like, from that perspective, I still am that guy. But the kind of this thought that, okay, this guy becomes completely out of his head, rowdy, and probably his fall is very soon. So we probably should wipe him from our head, essentially, right? So, like, he's gonna fall very soon. We will have our time. We'll talk about him when he falls. So basically, that's how I shrugged out those expectations off of me. I didn't let that build up. You are good at math, sucked at others. I was not Sharma ji ki idiot. So I was decent at everything. That's the problem I had. I was never good at one thing. I wanted to be really good at physics and maths, I was pretty good at physics. I did not score 100 out of 100 in maths ever. It used to be 90, like 85 to 95. That's my range. Like, that's where I belong, essentially. And come on, some fucker with a suppressed weapon. This is a really bad place to be. I'll see this next circle and then we'll... so where was I? Yeah, so I was like that. I always tried a lot to score like a perfect 100 on math. The second boy, that like Biplab Devnath, so he was really good at math. So he was hoping with further education will change that. Strain with me exceptionally good at something. Average at others. Oh no, that's exactly the opposite with me. I'm average at everything. I really suck at being really good at something. No matter how much time I spend, I'd probably never be really good at something. And maybe I would. Like, that's what happened. So that's what I was getting at. Okay, wait. So entire school life went on like that. 85 to 95. Then finally, I went to college. Didn't change much. Then MCA. During MCA, I started scoring more than that. Like, pretty much the perfect scores. So, oh, this is a bit scary. Let me see the... Fuck. I think I'm gonna go somewhere over here. So, at MC I started for the first time ever, and also for the last time ever, doing alright at maths. Because for the first time as well, what I understood it as, like for the first time, I had only one subject to study, that was maths. Computer part, I actually did not need to study much at all, like OS or database or whatever other shit there was. Most of the stuff I already knew quite a bit about them anyway, like from a practical side of things. And the other part of things, like the theoretical part of things, just needed that reconnection, right? So, hey, Corona, thanks for watching. So where was I? So the only thing that I actually needed to study was maths. Only thing that I needed to focus on. I never was the kind of person who would practice maths. I literally never did that. Every problem I faced on the question paper was the first time I'm solving it, right? So that's that. So when for the first time I had the chance to focus on maths, because physics wasn't there anymore. I didn't need to study physics, and that was the thing that was bothering me my entire school life. I would 24/7 study physics, every aspect of it, so I could finally focus on maths and do good on maths. That's what happened. Yikes. Hoping with further education I will change that. That's an active process, dude. Like, if I can change myself from being average at multiple things to become good at something, then why can't you change from being good at something to being decent at everything? That actually works. That actually helps a lot. As I said a little while back. Oh, something coming. Let's fight. Yep, you're dead. Ah, nice. But no shit. Yuck. What do I have so much of that I cannot pick up this? Do I need this? I don't. Whatever, dude. I usually don't use M4 as an M416, but this is a really nice gun. I miss it. I should probably start using it. With Beryl, it would have been a nightmare to hit that guy properly. With this one, it seemed like I was equipped. No, I wasn't. I had nothing, no attachments. Uh-oh. Okay, yep, let's go. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Shit. You're watching it for the last 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. Do you have any questions? I'm dead. So, I went over my head. This was really wrong move. I'm talking too much. I should adjust it. I should adjust my rhythm. Alright. Cool. Let's see. After I got this, the other guy had smoke grenades. Should have picked one smoke grenade, smoke the drop, then loot it, and after looting it, just get out after like fast enough. I was hanging around for way too long. Also, like, doesn't really matter much, but if you are trying to pick shit up, your first thing, pick the helmet. Second, pick the backpack or vest, whatever that is, but backpack is the one that you need before start picking up other things, otherwise you will be restricted on the storage set on the middle or latter part of the game. Anyways, I was actually enjoying the discussion way too much to have a proper concentration on the game. SK's guy shouldn't have won this fight. My bad. Yuck! I don't like this map. I'm gonna leave this match. I don't like this map. This map sucks. By the way, is my audio, video framing, where my thumbnail is, all those things, all right? Correct? I was previously keeping it here, but then I decided that this doesn't look that good in game. Okay, I can do this. Earlier position better. How about this one? This is not much of an information anyway. Looks better, consolidated. Let's try this one out. US will give you more option. Yep. More is subjective, but so that's why US will definitely give you more options. But I kind of have a sense that European Union probably is overall more options, more choices, less amount of restrictions overall. I might be wrong here, but that's what it seems like. But US is fine. You got admins in Ireland. Ireland is good. Ireland is actually really good. So basically, you get all the good shit about Europe, but you're not in Europe. One thing that will suck about it, like again this map, I don't really like it. I am gonna dodge it one more time. You're trying in US. Only problem in Ireland is that they left European Union, so you would need separate visa to travel other countries, like the nearby countries in Europe, like to go to Germany or France or anything else. You could just take a like train, right, to get there. 3 to 4 hours it takes, but it will now need you like separate visa. That's one problem. Come on. Okay, fine, I'll play one. This map sucks. Like, it's awkward, weird, garbage map. Fuck this. Ireland is actually not that bad. Like, if So that's one. Okay, if you're making those decisions, make that more clearly. I have a family there is often not a very good reason to choose where you want to study. There are lots of good reasons to study in US, but I have a family there is not one of them. Make sure you understand that one, because otherwise you might end up regretting that. That would be, and I come from having a similar kind of thought. Like the reason I studied in Shiliguri was because I had my extended family, as in, so basically my relatives there, that my parents were more comfortable sending me to Shiliguri than to Kolkata or any other cities, right? So that didn't really, I don't think that was bad that I studied in Shiliguri, but I could have had way more opportunities or better faculties and all the other kind of stuff if I studied in Kolkata or somewhere else. Not the main reason. Yeah. The problem with US, and I might be wrong here, I don't claim to know the right answer here, but seems like the problem with US is that it's kind of on the decline and is not showing a drastic change to get back up from there. There's a sort of a social deterioration. What's the pronunciation of that thing? So, and that is kind of a little bit corrosive and keeps going on. And there are pockets of so basically there are a lot of eggshells that you need to walk on. That changes essentially. A lot of politically correctness, a lot of identity politics and all the other kind of shit that makes open mentality not stay open. Even if you're trying to fight that closed mentality, you will end up becoming extremist of the other end. So there's literally no good answer. I want real knowledge. Let me break it to you. There's no such thing as that. That's the problem. Yeah, it's on you. Find out a problem that you want to solve, go after it, find out all the resources that you need to make that happen. And today I got a little bit of a wake-up call on this. So there's this YouTube channel. Go and look this one up. Stuff Made Here. The name of the YouTube channel is called Stuff Made Here. Right. So this guy uploaded his first video on March of 2020. So not even 2 years back. And around the same time, I have been thinking about or playing around the concept that I want to make videos, academic content, some hacks, build stuff, DIY, etc., all those things. Like, at the same time, he went ahead, did it. He uploads once every 3 months or a couple of months after. He has 4 million viewers, as in subscribers, and 10 millions of views, like 5 to 10 millions of views on all of his videos. So, and he goes on by that same model of, let's just go in, make that minimum viable thing, then polish it to the point where it makes sense, gets the job done. That's it. He makes pretty interesting videos. Alright. G fucking G. Get fucked, idiot. So that was my wake-up call, in a sense that I realized I have been the person trying to have the perfect kind of setup, perfect kind of lighting, perfect kind of camera. Everything has to be in order, etc., etc., and making the game harder for myself, nothing else. And this guy went ahead, did shit that was necessary, and is winning at life. Deservedly so. Like, really nice channel, I subscribe to it. So yeah, I wish him all the best. So that was the wake-up call for me. Like, I talk about this kind of shit way too often, and I just realized, yeah, I have the same issue. So it's always chance to get better at those kind of things. And the other point that I was trying to make, okay, never mind, I don't want this. Other point I was trying to make is that he also works on the same philosophy. Probably the reason why he's successful is that, as you said, figure out a problem. I know no university will give me the knowledge I need. It's on me. Yes, it's on you. Go figure out a problem that you want to solve. Start solving it. He operates on that level. That's the reason he is getting that success, right? So, yeah. Let's heal here. I talked to a lot of universities in Ireland. Many don't even have a DS AI latest stuff course. Only automation stuff related to the job market. I don't think I need more. Oh, okay. In that case, it makes sense. No, of course, you don't need just about anything. You actually have to have that match. You need to focus on what exactly you are spending your time on. That makes sense. Okay. Let's just use a painkiller. Oh, nice. Dude, I'm telling you, if you start showing things, right, as in make things, start demonstrating that what you can do, start making the pet projects that are meaningful, like has real world implications, and especially on the DSAI, any kind of data science related or analytics related stuff, you won't have to worry about the jobs anymore. Basically, people would pay money to come and give an interview, sit with them and hear them out. They will literally pay you to hear them out. I had a 2x scope that I wanted to pick up. I didn't. So I need a short sight. I'm very far-sighted. I need a short-sighted shit. Okay. Cool. So job is not a problematic shit. The problematic shit is building up that profile. All right. I think for inspiration, right, you can look into one guy. I don't know whether he made his profile public or not, but I can send the link maybe if I can find out. So there's this another YouTube channel called India in Pixels. So this guy comes from IIT Kharagpur, if I'm not mistaken. And then he studied in MIT on the MIT Design Lab, MIT Media Lab, right? And had a lot of, like, he did a lot of stuff there. Really good at building that portfolio. And you can see his portfolio on his website. His name is Ashrish, if I'm not mistaken. So just search for Ashrish. He is getting kind of popular now. So, and check out his projects. You will see and how he build the portfolio around it. A lot of things will be clearer to you, how to get noticed, how to get notified, how to get noticed by the right people, from which you can have your, like, basically the rank. Oh, fuck. Rah. Shit. Fuck me. Ah. I talked to a lot of communities and many don't even have a... Okay, yeah, I read that one. I did not think... Okay. Any job is good, I just want the pay and experience. I would have been there already. I didn't get that part, last part. Are you there? I would have been there already. Also, wherever I try in India, everyone just say you are not from IIT. Yes, that shit sucks. Doesn't that suck? I know that firsthand. Yikes. That one hurts. Fuck me. What the hell? What is this guy doing? What the... My god, I hate these kind of players. God. What an asshole. Yikes. So, not a flex, but the fact. I have spoken level 3 vest and chip. Oh, so there was level 3 vest, right? I thought I had already. Fuck. I'm really bad at this. Plus, I'm kind of not focused. Not kind of. Absolutely not focused. I don't even know where this... Oh, okay. Circle is this. So, not a brag. This is facts. I've spoken in IIT Kharagpur multiple times, maybe 3 times. IIT Mumbai 3 times. IIT Delhi, I guess, once only, right? Yeah. IIT Chennai 2 times. I've spoken there. I have like picked up talent from there. One guy that I sat with there, his handle is Manish Art, so Manish Goregaonkar. He is now Mozilla employee. I went there as a Mozilla speaker, so talking about web technology and stuff to train people on Firefox OS and all this kind of shit. Point is, I did that. Still, people want to judge you by like, no, you don't have a IIT certificate. What you gonna like? There's no. I don't think there's much of convincing with those people. But yes, if you do have an IIT certificate, or rather, work abroad as in get a foreign certificate and maybe come back again, like you will be treated as God, and that definitely is good. Like you can exploit this. Whatever this part sucks, you can just work around it and exploit it, and then you can rule them. You will not be a different, like you will not be a rather different person, but they will perceive you as a different person. Is it good, bad? I don't know. I don't give a shit. It's just what it is. Yeah, I'm back chill. Yeah, that dude like made me jump out of my. Usually in my games I don't get people like those, but I think there has been the PUBG has become the free to play right now, right? Oh, I have a mountain bike. Why am I even? Fuck me. I don't want one. So I have a mountain bike. I could just drive this. Why am I walking around? This sounds like a bad idea. Going there. I'm not going. It's objectively bad to go there. This is better. This one is better. Yo, where be you? That place is worse for multiple reasons. First, it's on the edge of the circle, so highly likely to get excluded from the next circle, at which point I'll have to walk in, here, try to, I lost. Anyways, so exactly that's what I was trying to explain. I had to be that guy, and that guy was better, so he won, and plus I was talking, but I had to push into this zone. So I could be the person from inside, and I had that advantage. I played bad, I lost, but I had, like, that was objectively better thing to do. Don't care about the perception, but hate getting rejected. Yeah, that is quintessentially what I'm talking about. Shit sucks because, oh shit, my shit is blocking the map. So it sucks because most people think in those terms. You can't make them think differently. Wish it was that easy. Or maybe you can. I just don't know how. I've stopped going into the mode of like people are just dumb. That is a failing argument, to be honest. Because if everybody is dumb, then why am I not taking advantage of that? Why am I not capitalizing on that, right? So that's not a good enough argument to me. So I stopped making that. I'm having my fingers crossed. Many of my bros are outside, abroad. All of them are doing pretty well. So yeah, counting on you. Crack something good as well. Settle down. Settle down is probably not the right hope, like the wish to make for somebody. That happens. Literally nothing grandiose about it, but yeah, probably the better wish would be to make the best use of the time that you have on your hand. Make sure you have no absolute zero regret going, like, looking back. You have no regret. That's how you know that you have spent your time the best way possible. That's what I wish for you, right? Yeah, settling down just happens most of the time. You make peace with yourself. It's nothing to be proud of, nothing to look up to. Just at one point in time you're like, okay, yeah, fine. Like for you, at some point you will decide like, okay, I am 9k, fine, I'm 9k, not gonna be 10k, I'm 9k, that's all right. So I'm gonna name my channel, that is in Discord channel, 9k Club. Fine, just kidding. Best of my try hard moment. What's the time now? 9:18. Oh, nice. Literally. So I think for the first time, I'm having fun streaming for multiple reasons. One, I never tried playing PUBG while speaking or talking much because I thought that I'll be bad at the game, which made me first of all bad at the game, and also it made me not enjoy the streaming. If you remember previously, I tried that once, but not caring about it at all just makes it a half decent game. Like, I'm not winning those games, but it makes it a pretty decent, enjoyable games. And also the discussions that keeping me going. I wish. So would it help if we were all on voice? Okay. Do you wanna try that? Let's go on Discord. If you are up to, I'll go on Discord. I'm opening Discord. You're also enjoying today's discussion. You didn't bring in any topic. That's what. So it's absolutely fine that you're enjoying the conversations. By the way, Cromona is my sister-in-law. So we have had lots of these kind of discussions that whatever I'm having on stream, we have had this kind of discussion, right? So yeah, and Gautam is my friend. We played Dota together, won some championships together. He then got jobs, got busy, and now he is pursuing higher studies. Back again, masters, essentially. Where's the channel? Okay, found it. Hey, did you change the name to Gavin, please? The 9K MMR club. I can find that thing, that anti-mage, this thing that shows me. Yeah, that shows me Gavin, please. Okay, I need to jump. Yes, sir. Fuck my life. Alright, never mind. We chat next time, as in we go on voice next time. This time, I'm having a fun time. Let's just keep it at it. I'll evaluate it next time. Being on voice. And by next time, I mean tomorrow. There's one guy over there. Do I find a gun that is decent enough height, or should I run? I don't have any sights. Even fight this guy. Probably should just run. right? Yep. Or I can run towards him. Did you see me? Shit. I forgot that I didn't have a helmet. I shouldn't have picked like that. I should have held a corner so that he has no play. Otherwise, like if he doesn't have a grenade, and it is very less likely that he has a grenade. For cooking. Honestly speaking, I think if you're fine with unhealthy food that you can order, like pizza and burgers and hot dogs, etc., then probably those are cheaper overall than cooking it. And if you're not, like if you need actual healthy, decent enough food that you can sustain, then yeah, you'll have to cook. But that's like 4 hours a day gone. Hey, how about I play Far Cry? I've cooked for years. Yeah. My reminds me of my Pune days. I had a roommate who was good at cooking shit and wanted to cook and wanted to eat healthy, which is probably the reason I kind of survived. If it was all up to me, fast food for life, I would have fucked myself up pretty hard. I have a solution running in my head, but that's not a solution that I can talk about on stream. So maybe someday later, some other place, some other time. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know whether you guys know it or not. So there was this original OG game called Far Cry from 2004. It was really graphically demanding game. It was the game that forced PC gaming hardware to ramp up generationally, get better and better at like computational power. Previously, if a graphics display driver had a display driver and displayed something at a certain resolution, that was good enough. This was the game that made that how good is your graphic card mean something. Previously, graphic card is graphic card. You either have graphic card or you don't. So I have that. I installed that. I played that before, but like 15 years back. For last 15 years, I haven't played this game. I really want to. So I'm probably going to play this after this game ends, which might just end very soon because there's a 50% chance I'll die. Okay, maybe not. Give me gun. Okay, good shit. blind or deaf or both? Weird. So I was talking about Far Cry, right? So I want to play that game after this round actually. It's a bit grindy, it's really hard game though, like it's not easy, but I really enjoyed the game as a kid. That was probably one of the first games that I played. It was the game that made me have to buy graphic card. Bought that with my own money, to earn money to buy graphic card. It's definitely I cannot ask my dad for it. That's one problematic bit about having like parents that who know shit, because you cannot just bullshit your way around. I couldn't just tell them that I need graphic card because studies. That would have been easier. I'm gonna keep on playing 556 this day. Right? So yeah, that was a problem. I think this time the overlay, the camera overlay, webcam overlay is better. Seems like, is that so? Or should I put that in a further corner? Your brother did that for you? Yeah. It actually helps to have a like elder siblings. Really does. I did not have, however. So basically, I had to have all the responsibilities like an elder kid, and but could not throw tantrums as a younger kid. So worst of both worlds. Also maybe the best of both worlds as well, but yeah. The worst one's further corner. Let me move that. Like this. One person said it's good, one said like further corner. I just got confused. Let's try this one for a little bit. And like from what I can figure, the last one was pretty decent actually, to be honest. Like it had no problem from my side. Like it's not covering any particular part of the screen or anything. So I'd be fine with that. These are the things I want to ratify out fast enough, like the having the practice of streaming, gauging the audience, connecting with the audience, because there's also some part about trying to make everybody happy. I'm shit at that, but need to find some more out about myself. Don't have an issue with. Yeah. So I also see that the other one was. All these people are blind or deaf. I can't understand. Like they have absolutely no clue. I'm not complaining. There are definitely some people that are playing good. I'm not saying that they're all dumb or something, but they have no reaction. What? Why? Can they not hear me coming? Bot. Bots won't go crouch mode, etc. like that. So these guys are reacting, but not good. I think what is happening is that definitely these are the new players that are getting injected because PUBG went free to play, right? So now a lot of other people have started playing this who don't have the traditional understanding of the game. Like they just did not spend enough time playing the game, so tougher for them. Am I in the zone? Yes, so you did that. Which is what they're making, like noob like mistake, probably because they are. And game would always prefer to include humans over bots, so it's not like if it tries to balance out on a skill level or something, which it would on ranked games, but for normal games like this it won't. So here it is not even trying. It's just like putting everybody together and sending it out. Bot has definitely reduced, like they have definitely reduced the number of bots there were. A few months back the game was practically dying, so that's when there were a lot of bots, and you would recognize bots pretty easily. Oh shit, I don't want. These guys are reacting, but reacting stupidly. Bots just won't react at all. They would intentionally shoot you in the hips and not shoot you headshot. Bots will definitely would shoot a couple of times. They will miss, but they will shoot. I need a better optics for my mini, right? Yeah, give me an 8x. I'm fine with suppressor. Have you tried God of War? God of War has been on my list since its PS5 days. Sorry, like PlayStation days, like when it was a PlayStation exclusive. It's a game I want to play from start to end. As in, I want to play those earlier God of War 1, 2, 3 before Kratos became the dad Kratos. That's the only reason I'm not playing it yet. I definitely want to. This is one of those games I absolutely would have to play. Like, but I haven't played just because those earlier games are not on PC, and I'm hoping the success of this game that got released on PC would make it so Sony would release the God of War on PC for its older game, like a reboot. So when that happens, I'm gonna go ahead and play those earlier versions first, then play the last one. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's false hope to have. I can just buy and start playing that game though as well. Really, we should. It's not that they're not really that much connected. I prefer to go by order, but then not. Did you play God of War? Do you have that game? Was it on sale last week? I think it was on sale. I should have just bought it, man. Like, I don't have, like, there are lots of games like that anyway. Buy it and don't play it, but so could have just bought it and kept it on deal. Am I in a good spot? Or should I go over here? I think I should go over here. What the fuck am I? Ooh, can I say no to this? Nope. Nope, I can't. M24 is Bay. M24 as in bolt action is even better for solo games because there's no revive rails or anything. If you can headshot once, they die. They're out of the game. Plus, I like the bolt action. There's something about bolt action that I really enjoy. What do I drop? I don't need to drop anything. Oh, I'm fine. I probably should just go after the drops now, as in the airdrop. Let's see. What is that? Recently saw it on LiveStream. Looked nice. Yeah, it's a nice game. I mean, it has a huge budget, and they are already working on a recipe that works. So they have stopped doing any R&D on that game. They already figured out, established that what works, and they're making money off of it, which is not bad, which is definitely like, of course, why wouldn't you? It's a gorgeous game. But the first few games were the radical ones. First two games were the God of War 1 and 2. The ones that shit. Like, it built that, like, the people who like that genre, it built that genre. Before that, nobody was playing any game like that. There were no games like that. It's like extreme violence platformer RPG. Nope. That was probably the first one. And back then I was a adventure RPG kind of player. So I used to play Prince of Persia a lot. But I have to say, gameplay wise, God of War probably got it better than Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia 2 was good. Many people didn't like it. Couldn't play it. I liked it very much. And I looked at God of War and couldn't play it because I never owned a game console. Fuck. So I never got the chance. I always looked at the magazines. So there used to be a magazine called Think Digit. Later I worked in there. Previously I bought those magazines and looked at the game reviews and stuff. That's back then, like 2005, 2006. That's when it was my favorite. I never thought, actually, like back then, it used to seem like my gaming days will stop. Like I have a limited amount of time when I can actually enjoy playing video games for multiple different reasons. One of those being that I thought with age you stop enjoying video games to start with, which is definitely not true, but that's what it seemed like. Like, I didn't have any other data to go by. Nobody else had played video games to tell me anything otherwise. So that's that. And secondly, I thought I'll get really busy with work and career and wouldn't want to play video game even if it was an option. Good. Can you chill for a bit? Come in. Fuck. Only if I need. Please stop. Please stop. Not it. He didn't. সুপারহিরো মামি? তুমি সুপারহিরো মামি হয়েছো কি করে? তোমার বেবি কোথায়? ও, আর তুমি সুপারহিরো মামি হয়ে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছ? তা তো বুঝলাম, কিন্তু তোমার বেবি তাহলে যে কমপ্লেন করবে, বলবে যে মামি আমাকে সময় দেয় না, টাইম দেয় না, মামি আমার সঙ্গে টাইম স্পেন্ড করছে না, মামি আমার সঙ্গে খেলা প্লে করছে না, বলবে যে তোমার বেবি, যে বেবির সঙ্গে প্লে করো।
আমি দুটো প্লে করি, আমি দুজন টাক করি, দুজন সুপার হিরো, আমি সুপার হিরো, দুজন সুপার হিরো, সুপার হিরো, মামি দুজন সুপার হিরো, আর দুজন।
ও, কাম হিয়ার, কাম হিয়ার। স্ট্রিমে দেখা যাবে, এখানে এখানে দেখতে পাবে তুমি, জানো তো? কাম হিয়ার। ও, সুপার হিরো মামিকে কোলে নেয় না? আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ, সরি সরি সরি, আমি বুঝতে পারিনি। Okay, so she is superhero. Same complaint. You don't like story and games. So that's what I said. They perfected that recipe of story-driven games to not become boring story-driven game. Like, it got that action and dynamic flow completely nailed down properly. Oh shit, I'm going the other way around. Fuck me. Oy. So that's why it feels better.
আমি সুপার হিরো, বাবা তুমি দেখ।
Why? আমার ইচ্ছে করছে না।
বাবা কাপ করে ইচ্ছে করে নিতে।
কাম হিয়ার। কোলে নেবো না, আমি জাস্ট তোমাকে ক্যামেরার সামনে নিয়ে আসবো। দেখ, এই যে সবাই দেখছে এটাতে। তুই কি হাই করে দাও? হ্যালো। তুমি ব্রেক নিয়েছো? ওকে। আউচ। হ্যাঁ, সুপার হিরো হয়েছে ও।
সুপার হিরো মামি এখানে চল। সুপার হিরো মামি এখানে উঠে।
হয়ে গেছে, তুমি এবার তোমার ঘরে যাও। ওকে,
আমি দুটো বাবা।
থ্যাংক ইউ বাবা। আমি এখন জুতো পরছি না তো, আমি এখন গেম খেলছি। তুমি কি গেম দেখবে? গেম খেলা দেখবে? ও, ওকে।
Okay. You did not game.
স্ট্রিম, এটা স্ট্রিম। এদিকে যায় না বাবা, এদিকে যায় না। হ্যাঁ, এখানে কাছে যাবে না কিন্তু। ইয়েস। Yes. Hello, superhero. Yes, okay. ওকে, হয়ে গেছে দেখা এবার রায়ের। স্ট্রিম দেখা হয়ে গেছে, হয়ে যায়নি? ওকে, বাই বাই,
বাই বাই।
টাটা।
আমি আবার আসছি।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, তুমি আবার এসো, লাগিয়ে দিয়ে যাও। Someone should stay there with her. Yeah, someone should. Someone definitely should. I wonder who that someone is. Alright. Definitely somebody should be in this. Somebody would be in this compound. But I might have gotten lucky. This was a weird game. There is. I'm gonna chill the fuck out because grows up. Okay. I didn't realize this grows up. My bad. I had 2 kills. Who did I kill? It felt like no kill game. Boring as fuck. Okay. Cool. Let's try out Far Cry. This one. Start Far Cry. Yeesh. Uh-oh. These are those weird old games that works on full screen only. So let's go. So video options, I only have full screen. Can I not have full screen? Nope. There is no borderless window. By the way, is the audio too high? Yeah, sound, music volume. This is better. Cool. So this was the best looking graphics that one could have back in 2004. It might seem like very awkward, weird, jittery, messy glob of things, and the trees, the leaves are not real kind of thing, but the fact that those trees were trying to have separate leaves in itself was a masterpiece that other gaming engines simply did not support. This was the one that did. Oh wow. Let's try one campaign, right? Profile, I'm on dev. Okay, I just created the profile. Campaign, start new game. It's gonna go challenging. Let's go, boys. This graphics completely out of the world by that standard. Here starts. By the way, first time I played this game, it was on a 256 MB memory, as in RAM, and it took around 5 minutes, like 4 minutes and something, to load this. Like this loading screen took like 4 plus minutes, around 5 minutes. Now it takes less than 15 seconds. Yikes. I'm pretty sure if they wanted to optimize some things, they can do even better. But yeah, 256 MB. Can you imagine? Oh shit! The first time I saw those, like the waters that actually behave like water, like there are, it's like a septic tank. There are fungus, algae, etc. All these were mind-blowing. These god rays, holy cow.
I've got to find a way out of here.
I think I need to reduce the sensitivity. Give me a sec. Options, control options, mouse sensitivity. No, it still feels a lot more this is better, I guess. All right, crouch, control is crouch. Why not C? Okay, sorry, I'll need to change some of those things. Crouch is control. Is anything else is on C? Cry vision is on C. I think I'm gonna change that to C. And cry vision control. By the way, look at this. Look at this. This is where people used to die. You see those flying pigeons? Flying birds? Yep. That was worth buying a graphic card for. You see this thing? And then you go, like, nope, I need this in my life. In 2004, I think for me it was 5. This was it. Holy cow. It looks beautiful even now. Like, honestly, this looks beautiful. I'll show it up close, but this looks beautiful even now. All the small details. Like, not only that there's a skeleton, you can see the like the wolves that were here, their footprints as well. I need to go this way.
Listen, dirtbag! Keep an eye out for some punk in a red Hawaiian shirt. If you see him, call me at once. Am I understood?
Yes, sir!
I'm heading out!
My god. Honestly, I'm still stoked at how good this game looks till today. Like if somebody told me that this game was made this year, I would say yeah, the graphics is but this game was made like
Hello? Are you there?
20 years back, 18
Pick up
years
the
back.
radio if you can
Basically
hear
20
this.
years back. It was released
I know
18
you're
years
there.
back.
I've been
Wow.
tracking you since you and Val arrived.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to tell you how to survive. Call me Doyle.
How do I know I can trust you?
Well, for starters, how about the fact that I haven't turned you in? That radio has a bioreader. Since I know you're there, I could have ratted you out already.
Good point. Keep talking.
Listen, you need to get out of there and quickly. I'll help you as much as possible, but you don't have much time. There's an exit that will lead to a small camp. Be careful as you go. This area is crawling with mercenaries.
By the way, name's Jack Carver.
Okay, I think I should start saving, right? Can I do quick saves? What is the quick save? Wait, I need to check. Last. Okay. Control. Save. Wait a second. This game does not have a quick save, or is it? Anyways, let's try and play that in a hard mode without trying to save anything.
My reports say you're in a red shirt. I suggest you grab some body armor and cover it, or you'll be easily spotted.
Okay. Game got saved here. This is my armor. Do I have anything else in here? No. Remember.
Hey, some good news. I'm picking you up much more strongly now. I suggest you search the huts for weapons and equipment.
Badly.
Stay low and avoid contact if possible. You don't really want to go hard.
Shit. I'm dead.
I'll take you down!
Where is your gun?
I'm gonna shoot
Dude,
you in the face!
this guy had a gun, right? Where is his
You're
gun?
mine! You're going down!
No. That's not the right move. I think I understand.
You want some?
So what I need to do here is kill one guy, take his gun because I'm definitely limited on number of ammo that I have.
Hey, some good news. I'm picking you up much more strongly now. I suggest you search the huts for weapons and equipment.
Such a lush world.
Stay low and avoid contact if possible. You don't really want to alert
There
the
he
guards.
is!
Fight my ass! I'm coming for you!
You're gonna wish you were dead!
How many bullets did you take? Right. Alright, so search the huts for ammo. I'm a bad person. Ooh. Gas mask. Oscars. Flamers. Oh, I don't need. Bad as it sounds, actually won that fight without losing actual HP.
Jack, I've been able to tie your compass in with the transceiver. This means that now I can supply you with a bearings marker. It should give you a rough idea of where to go at least.
So in this game you don't run by default. Running costs you stamina. Why did you kill that poor animal? Exactly for that. I knew that you will message me if I did that. Such a non-INFP thing to do.
Use your binoculars to survey the surroundings.
I'm definitely not saying
Notice
that
they have a sound enhancer and movement tracker.
it's anything to
Dr.
brag
Krieger
about,
has fitted everyone on the
but I
island
wanted to
with
see
locator
whether that's
signals that
correct.
you can track using the
And
binocs.
it was. Aha, so now the best part. By the way, look at this, look at this, look at this graphics. Look at this. My god. This is insane. Wanna see the best part? See this.
You should try to
See
acquire
this.
one of their vehicles and drive to the helicopter refueling pad. It's on the other side of the island. From there, you can use one of their boats to escape.
My god. Isn't this heaven? Oh fuck. Fuck. So H directly throws nade. I didn't want to throw nade, I wanted to just switch to nade.
You're mine now!
The mercenaries are trained to work together. If you alert one, they will bring others.
And fuck.
Screw you! Damn, lost it.
I still feel Counter-Strike 1.6 also falls into this legendary games category. Games are so good. Yeah, Counter-Strike CS was the OG game that made people want to play games together. At least. So, yeah. What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay, fine. Where was this guy? My god, how did I not check? Start. Oh fuck, I need to kill all those guys again.
Where is he?
Take care. The mercenaries are trained to work together. If you alert one, they will bring others.
So this is one problem with this game, is that if you screw up, start from scratch. What the hell is this game?
Time for an ass whooping.
What?
Where did he go? Oh man! Hey!
Keep on guard!
Because of CS. What? Dude, I definitely killed you. What? I'm gonna stop. What? Stop. God, did I not kill this guy? What happened? হাত দিয়েছে? Okay, ঠিক আছে. All right. Let's come back to it tomorrow. Dinner time. Cool. I'll go have dinner. Good stream. I had really nice time chatting today. Let's come back to it tomorrow. I'll try more variety or something like that. GG. Bye bye.